Wisdom, justice, moderation.
Things denied minorities in Georgia?
Oh, most of the Georgia Department of Educational Film Library is just copies of Birth of a Nation.
And the visual history of Coca-Cola, I think.
Wow, that's a nice big screen they got there.
Oh, you mean that Samsung Frame 4K QLED Smart TV? Amazon gift list link in bio.
Hey, it's a Connecticut film in King Dixie's Film Library.
Oh, that joke has more levels than a Nick Jonas single, Monty.
Many stories fall through the cracks, and each week, Louis Black catches them for a segment we call Back in Black.
Do you know it's 2 o'clock?
Yeah, no, but if you hum a few bars, I can take it.
Oh, damn it, that's a good excuse. Well, he's got me there.
Does Ronnie have a license? But his father used to having him get home at 2 o'clock?
Yeah, but that's different. They have a healthy relationship.
Take any pills?
Can I buy some?
And who were the girls at the party?
Answer him. Man, you must have rocks in your head. He doesn't want to hear answers. He just wants to scream at me.
Sir, this is about your car.
How do I know why? Like, maybe it's his liver. My mother always says he's drinking too much. By the time I got in,
A film by
like
Quentin
2 o'clock,
Tarantino.
He'd had plenty.
Oh, now I know who this film is for.
Maybe that's it. Maybe one of those old Paul Newman flicks.
Oh, which one? Harper, Torn Curtain, Ombre, The Secret War of Henry Fig, WUSA.
In the last reel. He really believes what he sees on the idiot box. He doesn't have idea number one about me. Like, what I'm really like.
You mean annoying?
What bothers me most is the way he just stands there and looks at me when I'm talking to him. You know, as though I'm a record he's heard 100 times. No expression, no reaction, except maybe once in a while a pained look, like the needle is going over the scratch. You never know what he hears.
He hears everything.
Oh, Mom's wearing the couch upholstery again.
He's not stupid.
Oh, that story he made up last night was a masterpiece. It sounded like it came straight out of a comic book.
Oh, which one? Amazing stories, weird tales, plausible excuses?
But his friend Ronnie wanted to stay a few minutes longer. Well, at 12:30, when he finally decided to come home alone, he'd missed the bus.
Home Alone?
And of
Oh
course,
no,
he had
Kevin.
no money for a taxi. After all, he only gets $10 a week allowance. Do you know what I had to do for $10 when I was his age?
No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it.
For 20 hours hard work at Bolte's Market.
Yes, Kenneth, I know.
An older
So he couldn't take
Tinkerbell
a
questions her choices.
Why didn't he telephone?
What could happen? I'm
On
grounded,
the
of course,
floor
until
with my
further notice.
records,
Who
honey.
cares? So I miss
Don't you
Alaska's
know
Lake.
that
Big
I
deal.
hate Dad?
Want to go swimming this afternoon? No, only at night. In the daytime, I'm a free man.
What's
How
he
about
doing with
tomorrow,
his
then?
hand there?
Okay, meet at the Johnsons.
Yeah, looks like he's meeting at the Johnson,
Better
as
for
they
me
say.
tomorrow, too. I better stick around today so we can hate me.
Then, of course,
Oh, it's the father in
Ronnie
the
had to
striped
drop
pajamas.
his girlfriend off, and that seems taking an hour. Of course, Ken doesn't know exactly because he says he waited in the car and fell asleep. You know, if I ever heard a cock and bull story,
Maybe it's the truth.
yeah, maybe I'm the president of the United States.
Oh, which one? Johnson, Wilson,
After all, there's
Taft,
only one
Garfield?
phone in the whole town. And he couldn't borrow the taxi money from one of 10 friends because he couldn't have used his bike in the first place.
He says only little kids use bikes at night.
So, of course, he had to go home with Ronnie because Ronnie's 16 and he can drive. Of course, Ronnie can't get out of the 10th grade by the time he's 16.
Wow.
Why of
Ken
all the
really
kids
spilling
in
the
the
tea
school,
about Ronnie
he
over
has
here.
to pick the
It's a lot of
dirtiest,
shade.
with the longest hair and the most disreputable clothes.
Monty,
I'll
how
never
reputable
know.
are your clothes?
Now, can you imagine the girls who were at that party?
Because
Whose
I
parents let them
am.
stroll in at 2 o'clock?
Who else is he going to yell at? Pick up the books, turn down the record player, mow the lawn, get a haircut. Don't talk to me in that tone.
Children don't have a sense of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why they jump all
I gave
over
him
you
a
when you
lot for
come back
Christmas.
and pee on the
It's in his
rug.
dresser, he says. Broken, of course, like everything else I spend money on. You know, when I gave it to him, he promised he would be in by midnight. You know, there would be no more excuses. I just can't trust him.
I just can't trust him. He makes promises and doesn't keep them. He was going to build a family room for me to entertain my friends in.
Instead, he just built a
We were
dad
going to spend
room.
the summer making a trip out to the West. Although I must admit, I'm glad he blew that one. Imagine being with him 24 hours a day. It's like he's always mad at me.
He's always mad at me, you know, like I owe him something and I'm not delivering. Now, if he'd only smile at me or say something civil, the only line he seems to know is, Dad, can I have a little money? He gives me nothing but trouble.
Nothing but trouble.
And that starts with T,
I
that
just
rouses
don't
P, that
dig.
stands for
Don't understand.
pool.
Oh, I thought they were going to Freaky Friday there for a second.
How about trying some dives?
Nah, I don't feel like it.
What's the matter with you today?
Oh, now I know who this
Nothing's the
movie is
matter.
for.
Oh, you don't kid me, man. Something's bugging you.
I'm all right.
I'm the one who should be complaining. After what I took yesterday,
Is he wearing a belt?
Yeah, they're casual corduroy pool slacks by Hager.
So?
The 70s were
Maybe he was tired.
weird.
Well, then what's all this junk about worrying about me? It's himself he's worried about. That's why I have to be in by 12.
Well, if he had a rough day or something.
Yeah, rough. Pushing papers around all day.
Oh, so he
So
drives a
let him go to
forklift in a
sleep.
paper warehouse?
They read this stuff in the papers about kids having accidents.
Oh, I
They
just
think
had an
all
accident.
kids are the same. Besides, it didn't cost you anything.
What do you mean?
My allowance was cut to nothing for the rest of the summer.
What did you do?
I shorted shares of
I
GameStop.
didn't do anything. My father turned the sprinkler on in the rose bed, and his new camera got ruined. He found it yesterday.
What was the camera doing in the rose bed?
The backstroke.
I was trying to shoot some bees with a long lens. The light changed. I forgot all about it.
So what happened?
It's all my fault, of course. Even
Well,
if he
but
turned the
objectively,
water
it kind
on.
of is your fault.
What did he say?
Oh, stop. You know the lines.
Oh, do I
No
still have
respect
lines?
for property, no responsibility. The camera will have to go back to the shop. It might cost $100, and I'll have to pay for it.
Wow, $100
I'm
in
neglectful.
1972 money.
I'm
That's
a
like
jerk.
0.453
I'm a mess.
Dogecoin
I'm
now.
hopeless. So I'm dead.
But your father, I'm surprised. He doesn't seem like that in the store. He's been kind of nice to me. Last week I broke an earthenware planter, $7.95, and he just said, never mind, forget it.
He would have said something very different if it was me. The noise would have scared the mice out of the store.
Oh, that
Funny,
reminds me. I
was
need to do
thinking
something
just
about all the
Saturday
mice
about
in
what
the
a nice
store.
guy he is. You can talk to him even. Not like my father.
Hey, do you
He
want
was
to
telling me
switch
all about
dads?
heating units and heat
Are they about to become
convection
stepbrothers?
Yeah,
Because
he's great
if
on
so, they
heat.
should take care not to get stuck in the dryer.
Especially under
I've
his
seen
collar.
some things.
No, you gotta believe it. He really seems like a nice guy to me. Maybe fathers are different to their own kids.
Yeah,
Maybe they don't treat them the same. Maybe even my father.
Dun, dun, dun,
You know, I know I'm forgetting
dun, dun,
something.
dun, 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 dun,
My
dun,
fault.
dun.
Batteries.
Dun, dun.
I'll remember on the way home.
Well, that'll be $9.81 with tax. You.
Hey, I meant to ask you, how's Ken doing? Is he giving you much trouble?
Trouble? Not
With a
at
capital
all.
T, and that rhymes
That's a
with
fine
that. Oh,
boy
wait, you
you
already
got.
did that joke.
Got a great head for figures, too.
My kid?
Okay,
What do
that's
you
great,
mean?
Lewis. But remember,
You know,
in this
I
scene,
started
you
him
don't
in
have
the
to shout.
stock
You're not
room
angry.
first, assorting merchandise. Then I discovered that he could check invoices. Well, in no time at all, he began to learn the cost control system.
Oh, man, Bob Odenkirk can make anything
That's right.
funny.
I've got him
Well,
in the
he's no
office
Scott
working
Aukerman.
now.
Who?
He's doing a great job.
You know, no wonder I haven't seen him around here. I've been in here on Saturdays.
I thought he would have told you. I even gave him a little raise to help him buy that guitar he wants.
Guitar.
But we're drummers.
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it. But that's what Ken is really working for this summer. He mentioned he had a fight with you about money. Here's two.
My kid? What do you mean?
Well, you know,
Yes,
I
Lewis,
started
much
him in
better.
the stock room at first, assorting merchandise. Then I discovered that he could check invoices. Well, in no time at all, he began to learn the cost control system.
Cracks me up every time.
Well, he's
That's
no
right,
Paul
I've
F.
got him in
Tompkins.
the office working
Who?
now. He's doing a great job.
You know, no wonder I haven't seen him around here. I've been in here on Saturdays.
What day is
I
this?
thought he would have told you. I even gave him a little raise to help him buy that guitar he wants.
Guitar.
But we're
Well,
tambourine
maybe I
men.
shouldn't have mentioned it. But that's what Ken is really working for this summer. He mentioned he had a fight with you about money. Didn't want to ask you to pay for it.
Well, that is, we didn't exactly have an argument about money, but you know kids these days. One day they're dying for something, the next day they've forgotten all about it.
Sure. But But Ken seems different. He's serious and reliable. He gets in here on time, and he isn't too hurried to leave at night.
Yeah, he asked if he could move into the stock room so he doesn't have to go
I've had
home.
in years that I could really trust. I had my own boy working here last year. It was more trouble than it was worth.
I'm planning on breaking up with him tonight.
You've given me a lot to think about.
Absolutely amazing. Carson down at the hardware store was telling me about Ken. Says he's got a good head for figures.
Speaking
Says
of
he's the best
figures,
kid
Mom's
he
got
ever
that
had
classic
working for him. I can
2x4
hardly
shape.
believe my
Yeah, she
ears.
looks like someone microwaved Utica, the wacky waving inflatable arm tube queen.
Monty, I think he's cut his finger off.
Well, where is he?
Hurry, Ma. He's bleeding terrible.
You go out the front door and I'll go out the
You better
garage.
call Dr.
He's
Raines.
bleeding terrible. Are they British now?
Claude Rains.
Oh, boy. All right, now. Ronnie, hold your hand up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to amputate.
But keep your head down. Don't look at the cut.
Stare at my hypnotic
Feel
balls.
how I'm holding your arm? Can you hold it that way? Good. Ken, get a blanket.
Oh, is this Ken talking to Ken? I wonder if he'll try to kill him with a
It's going to
forklift.
be all right. I've seen worse. Okay, Ken, put the blanket around him.
It'll make it easier to transport the body in a few minutes.
Feel like I'm back in the medical corps.
Back when I was in
Turn
the
around,
wax
Ronnie.
with the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B.
All right, now keep the hand up. Keep the hand up. All right, how do you feel?
Okay,
You think you can go in the house?
I think so.
All right, let's take it. Mom, open the door.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. A little boy blue in the
All right. Let's open this up for discussion, huh? How do you think Ken feels about his dad now, huh? Yeah? And what about you? Do you still think Ken's dad's kind of a huge asshole? Yeah. Me too. Chicago, isn't that where Abe Froman the Sausage King is from?